Hello. I am back. It took me a minute because, of course, like I said before, that I was moving. And as you can see, the background is completely different. So I have officially moved. There's still a couple things that I have to buy and actually put into place. But the majority of everything is pretty much set and done. And I've got my living room set up. I got the kitchen set up, all the bathrooms. Everything is already pretty much set up except for like the dining room. And I still haven't figured out exactly what I want to do with the family room, which is where I'm sitting right now. But it took me a while because I had to, of course, I was going to work at the same time. And then on my days off, I would just like move little things as time went by in my little car. And all the big major things weren't really moved until my sister, who actually moved also, and she rented a U-Haul. So then all my big major things just got squeezed in her U-Haul, and then they just kind of dropped it off at my house. Very kind of them, thank you. And then I got to unpacking, and just as hard as it is to actually pack, because then you tend to throw a lot of things out when you're packing up. You're like, I don't need this, I don't need this. And then it's just as bad when you have to unpack also, because now you're thinking, okay, well, where am I going to put this, and where am I going to put that, and do I really need this anymore? And then you find yourself throwing even more things out. So really, it's a lot bigger than the place I had before, because of course before it was just like a little room to myself, and now I have this whole house to myself. So once I actually put everything away, I was kind of like, dang, I don't have nothing. And that's when the bucks came in, and I went on like a major shopping spree and just bought a lot of the major appliances. I bought a whole complete bedroom set, a living room set. My daughter, of course, her crib was still in perfect condition, so that wasn't anything major. I just set that back up and, just arranged her room nice and pretty. I still have to do a little photo taking, and then I'll like post them up like in, I guess, like a little picture vlog or something. But I am extremely happy and extremely excited. This is something that I didn't really foresee coming, and to only be like 23 with your own house, it's like nice. Granted, now I'm 24. I celebrate my birthday in the process of my move. But it's a nice feeling. I feel very accomplished. There's nothing like being able to say, this is my place, this is mine, that no one can come around. Well, if you don't pay your bills or whatever, people can't take it away. But essentially, you can say, this is mine. I'm not living under my parents' roof. I'm not living under any friend or other relative's roof. This is my thing. So no one can't come and be like, all right, well, you can't stay here anymore, or this is my house. Whatever I say goes. You're under my roof. None of that BS, because this is your roof. Essentially, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. And that's the beauty of the whole entire thing. You can come in, go, as you please. Can't nobody tell you what you can and can't have here, or you can't stock up liquor here or anything like that. Crazy. But you can essentially do whatever it is that you really want to do. Granted, now I am in a community, so they do have their own little set rules, but it's not like the kind of rules where when you're living with your parents and they have like this big old hold on you when it comes to their house. So that's okay. There's pretty good security around here, so I feel very safe and secure at night. I don't feel like, oh my God, someone's gonna break in or anything like that. There's not much sunlight coming through right now because it would be bright as heck right now. But as you can see in the back, I have, if anyone lives in, your hurricane areas like Florida, I have my hurricane shutters up. And they're probably not going to come down anytime soon, because I believe we are officially in our little hurricane season, so I'm not taking them down. I'm not gonna risk the chance of having to take a big old long thing down. And I'm already short, which means I would require a ladder and everything. So it'll stay up. It'll just stay right there until hurricane season is actually over. And I do have a couple other shutters, I believe, upstairs in my bedroom. I have those shutters up. But as far as the front of the house, with the living room and the 2 upstairs bedrooms, they don't have their shutters right now. But since there's no little newscast telling me that there is some tropical storm that could possibly turn into, you know, a hurricane, I'm not really going to worry about those. But as far as right now, the shutters that are going to stay up as they are until probably like November, December, and mid-November probably. And it's kind of good because even though, like, because it's summertime and it gets hot, it's like my brother-in-law likes to say, hot as balls around here. So it'll kind of keep some of that sun out at least, and it kind of keep like a nice little cool temperature in here. But it's nice to have your own place. You guys, anyone, I recommend definitely trying it, even if it's not like your own house or whatever, but definitely get your own little condo or just move into your own little apartment or whatever and just see what it's like. Now, the one thing that I am still a little worried about, I did a really great budget plan, and I had my father, who happens to be an accountant, to go ahead and look over my budget plan, and he made some tweaks here and there. But essentially, it was a pretty good budget plan when I started off. So I'm just waiting for the actual statements of everything to come in so I can kind of see, okay, well, for this first month, how have I been using my electricity? How have I been using my water? To see if it falls within my budget. And if it doesn't, then I need to make some minor adjustments as far as how I utilize my utilities. But for now, I'm just kind of going with the flow, doing things the way I feel like I'm comfortable with. And if it's too much, then I just have to change it. And if it's right on the money, pocket, right on the money, right on the pocket, whatever they say, then I don't have to make any changes and I can continue going on the same way. It took me a while because I had to get some internet service around here. I couldn't bum any internet service off of anybody. Everybody like had their password set, so I couldn't like borrow some internet service with my Apple. So I had to wait for that to come through. And then, of course, I had to wait for that because then it would have to be on a day that I'm off so I can set up everything. And then I had to wait for the DirecTV to come through because no cable and just watching like 5-6 channels is not cool. So I had to get that set up, and those are little things that I had to fix up as far as the appliances and changing all the names onto my name as far as the utilities and getting that hooked up. And then I had like a little minor water issue, but that was fixed. So, but all in all, I would say that everything is pretty much okay, and I am very happy. I'm saying that again, I'm sorry to repeat myself, but I'm very happy and very satisfied and ecstatic. So keep up to date. Eventually I'll post the pictures of the before I painted and put things in the house to the after. I'm not quite done yet, so don't be so quick to throw in your opinions and judge. Just wait a second because I'm not done. I still have a couple more things I have to do. But essentially this is like the 75% done. Toodles.